This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Miami Heat. And that's all for now. Time to hand it over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll be back with more at halftime.
And we got a chance now for our starting.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the Golden State Warriors up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And that'll do it from the studio. Let's get you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports broadcast crew at the arena. I'll see you back here at halftime.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, this is the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Warriors. And then for the Los Angeles Lakers.
So last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And the Lakers with possession here. Doncic, guarded by Curry. It's rebounded by Curry. Los Angeles on D. Back to Davis. Hayes on him. And there's the 3-second violation. They set the screen. Here's Reeves. Back to LeBron. Makes it off the glass. LeBron's got his team on the board to start the game for the Lakers.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Outside Curry. Backs him down. Right side Curry. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And, Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
You know, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and, of course, Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry. You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy. And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes. Defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play him. Well, LeBron James was probably his best season statistically a year ago. I don't think there's any question about it, guys. I mean, certainly it was his most efficient offensive season. I mean, he had career highs of 56% shooting from the floor and 41% from long range. I don't know if we've seen a player of his size put together those kinds of numbers with the types of shots that he takes. I mean, just absolutely stunning what he did in terms of his efficiency.
That is good.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Outside Curry. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Good. And for LeBron James this season before last, he really focused on scoring in the post. You know, Steve, using his size and strength.
And we've seen his field goal percentage climb as a result. The low post work, I think the selection, too, he shoots fewer three-pointers, but a higher percentage. So now, how do you guard the guy? He's got everything in the package.
Now here's Curry. After the miss from Vincent. Curry backing down. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Boy, he looks fresh and confident out there right now. Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steadying presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. Both players brought a toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before.
Free throw good by Curry. And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody. Keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum.
5 to shoot. And it's Claver missing. Here comes Stephen Curry. He's got 10. There's the pass to Payton. Feeds to Curry. 11 feet away.
You gotta love seeing nothing but zeros on the clock when that ball tickles the twine.
Oh, man, a clutch shot.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement. It's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
And so it's Golden State with it. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hey guys, as you know, Anthony Bennett was the #1 pick in the NBA draft. At 6'7", he can rebound like a power forward and shoot like a guard. But what's his best position? Bennett said, quote, "I feel that playing the stretch 4 is an advantage for me because I'm quicker than most power forwards. I can shoot the ball well. Everybody said I'm a tweener, but I dominated college my only year. I scored inside out, rebounded well, and helped my teammates." And guys, with players like LeBron and Carmelo Anthony having great success playing the skilled power forwards, it's a great move for Bennett.
And intriguing on tap. Thanks. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Oh, he's explosive, Kevin. I mean, a lot of time, all it takes is a basket or two to really get his motor running. And suddenly, he becomes almost impossible to handle.
And let's give him some more credit where more credit is due for his role as a team leader. I mean, he's somebody who brings out the best in his teammates whenever he's on the floor.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. Some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So, difficult season for the Lakers.
Outside Hill. Back to Curry. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season. When injury struck, they didn't have the players really to fill their role.
Yeah, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting 5. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Doncic, guarded by Curry. There's the pick. The dish to Goodwin. Here's Doncic. They get the rebound. Second chance effort. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
First one falls for him.
Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota with plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Second free throw, no good. And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliates so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
Gets it to go.
It seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the goal for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he coped with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic. Well, let's start with the positive and the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoffs for them.
And he can't get the first one. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. Spurs, Steve, just dominated them in every sense of the word. Injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but you know the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for LA. And I think a lot of people thought the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
You know, the Warriors made big strides last year, and part of it was a retooling of the team, but they also got a lot of help from the group of rookies that they had, and a number of those rookies played prominent roles down the stretch and in the playoffs. Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Curry attacking. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 20 points for Steph Curry.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Here's Milton. Drops in the layup for 2. 5 points in the game.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense. He is feeling a terrific percentage from the field.
And the first half is now in the books. Warriors ahead, up by 9. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and the halftime report is coming your way. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against the Lakers. Their passing has been the key. Great playmaking all around. Stephen Curry with an amazing start. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And hanging tough, the Los Angeles Lakers. They've done a great job closing out their defensive possessions, grabbing boards, great rebounding. LeBron is their leading scorer. Everything's finding its way through the rim, and he's been filling it up early. And that's it for now. Thanks for stopping in with us. It's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, who are all ready with the call in the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, California, the Staples Center, part of the LA Live development here in downtown. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Warriors leading by 9. Back to Green. He passes to Curry. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Been drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in '07 when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, back to that Warrior road record that Clark was talking about, 19-22, as you said. But I remember an early road trip that, had them go 6-1. Really helped them start to believe in themselves. Steve, as a team last season.
Yeah, that included that buzzer-beating win against Miami on Draymond Green's shot. I mean, I think that's when this group really realized that they could make some noise and possibly be a playoff team.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
Warriors leading by 9. To the paint. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 27.
Yet another bucket in tight for him. That's how he's earning his points today.
Well, going back to the Lakers in the West, they would end with a 28-24 record sheet against the rest of the conference. That record falling right in line where they finished in relation to the rest of the West.
Well, that record was really the big reason that they were able to catch up to Utah and end up passing them for the last playoff spot. And, Lakers.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Just fine to shoot. And the rejection by the pass. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Make a play, come on!
So timeout.
Make a play, come on!
1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. And the shot is good.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all three of their shot attempts.
Warriors leading by 7. Green kicks to Davis. Curry. And that one's good. Curry's got 29.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates. Yeah, the Warriors turnaround, I think, in large part because of the improvement defensively on the boards last year. That was a 5 or 6 year stretch where Golden State was maybe the worst team in both categories in the entire league, but the schemes have changed, the personnel, the intent, the toughness, and it has all led to a new era for the Golden State Warriors basketball team.
Again, Golden State.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making. Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
LeBron drives in, wide open. Offensive rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
You got it, baby, yeah!
That free throw good from Hayes. And back to the Warriors looking to pack the paint. If you wanted to get into a three-point shooting contest with them, well, I think they'd welcome that.
I agree. I mean, with the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, you can get sprayed in a hurry from all angles. I mean, those guys are terrific. But again, their improved defense and rebounding was a big part of their success as well.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Warriors leading by 8. To the middle, here's Curry. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Curry's got 10 points in the quarter.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Good on the shot.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Warriors have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And the shot falls short this time.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
It's stolen by Green. Number 10. And it is good.
They got it to double digits as we get set for the...
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Lakers trail by 11.
Stay on it!
Reeves. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Reeves. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Green passes to Hill. Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Steph Curry's checked in for Golden State. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin. They need his points, and he's providing them.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive play. It really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense. I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Lakers trail by 11. Back to LeBron from 15 feet away. Here's Hayes, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know that he's going to be with the basketball.
And going back to what Clark said, they didn't actually try to run that much based on tempo, more than what they might have been used to, certainly, Steve, but the D was a concern, a major one.
Well, it was really more about teams running wild on them instead of the other way around. You look at the Laker personnel, big front line last year with Howard and Gasol. The transition defense wasn't quite there. You throw in the injuries. They were never able to find that balance between good offense and solid defense.
Outside for Curry. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 18 points now here in the second half. And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 12. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter.
Hey, look at the terrific outside shooting for the Golden State Warriors. That's where the league is going, it would seem. You know, spread the floor, penetrate and kick. And so tough to guard anyone with that kind of floor spacing, but the Warriors in particular with those magical three-point shooters.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach as he addressed his team. Guys, I know we've been battling. You may feel a little bit gassed, but we've got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath, and let's get it done. Kevin?
Yo, watch here!
LeBron passes to Reeves. Hayes backing down. Lakers passing it around. LeBron drives in. Launches it. Reeves. Well, going back to the value of long-range shooting, the new defensive philosophies teams have put into place in recent years, Clark, have really put a premium on it.
No question about it. I mean, you think about how teams defend. They load up on the strong side of the floor to deter drives and post-ups, try to have guys in the gaps and in the lane, and that creates opportunities for the three-point shot, and the Warriors took full advantage of that.
You love talking about this stuff, the X's and O's.
They're always fun.
I know it.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Curry's shot is good.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Doncic, guarded by Curry. Here's Hayes, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
At the line for your Lakers, Hayes. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Hayes. Different look here for the Warriors. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
Good. Golden State's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Peyton drive.
Look out!
Oh, rim is shaking.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beatdown the entire way.
From deep. Offline. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Holland saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.